Hi, it's Kristi, and I'm here with a video on exciting school supplies. I don't know what you thought of when you saw the word exciting and school supplies next to each other, but I hope you said, yes, I love exciting school supplies. Because there are just so many ways to be and reasons to be excited about school supplies. So let me get started and tell you, first of all, the timing couldn't have been perfect for Deidre from North Carolina sent me a box and I received it in the mail yesterday. It was very heavy and it was filled with, you guessed it, school supplies. So I was super excited and really feeling blessed because I just don't think I can have too much school supplies to send in these shoe boxes for the children. These are some of the things that she sent me. She sent me 2 packs of those markers. She sent me lots of pencils, which I'm super excited about. Lots of journals, notebooks, some of these Fiskars, pencil sharpeners that I love, coloring books. Oh yeah, these are plastic. I think they're for holding crayons, but I might use them for sewing kits. So those are cool. They have like a latch here. You might have seen them before. And lots of index cards, fabric. It was a true blessing, and thank you, Deidre. Now let's talk about the school supplies that we want to put in our shoe boxes and fillers and how they can be exciting. So one thing, just like the rest of the shoebox, to think about is colors and textures and fun items. So I have some examples here. This is a simple pencil pouch, pencil pack. Franklin Graham has made a call out, an urgent need, he said, for 2 of the categories in the Operation Christmas Child shoebox needs. There is a real huge need for toys, for people to send extra toys. This is a Band-Aid. It looks like I have a fingernail on there, but it's a Band-Aid. I thought I'd clarify that. So toys, and the second thing he said, urgent need, school supplies. So this is why I'm bringing it up again, and I hope that you can catch the fire of making school supplies, extra school supplies to send as fillers, as well as a real complete amount of school supplies in your own shoe boxes. And it can be for every age group. That's what I wanted to point out here. This has 3 different kinds of notebooks: lined paper, plain paper, and a coloring book, and has a love letter in it. I like sending those in everything that I'm making. And then the crayons, all fun and exciting for 2 to 4-year-old. Did you know that a lot of children pray for school supplies? Michelle reminded me of that. And here's another example of a filler. Somebody might be praying for school supplies just like this. A pencil pouch is exciting for a child. I know that when I was first packing Operation Christmas Child shoe boxes, I did not include pencil pouches. I don't even know if I included school supplies at all. I remember back like several years ago, I did put pencils in and probably erasers, maybe sharpeners, but I don't know if I put in more than that. And I know for sure I didn't put in pencil pouches. But if you think back to your own schooling, it was very nice to be able to stay organized and have a pencil pouch. So I have a feeling that this pencil pouch like this is very important and exciting for a child who will receive it. So on the back, I've rubber banded these composition books that are the bendy ones. They're just about the same size as the pencil pouch. I have that one chock full of stuff. This one has a little journal inside for extra writing paper and scissors, and it's also rubber band to a composition book. These all have colored pencils, like a box of colored pencils I can feel in here, and pens and Sharpies, pencil sharpeners, lots of pencils. This one I can see has a measuring tape in it. I like to include special items like that in all of the pencil pouches that I packed in my shoe boxes or separately just to send as fillers. All right, so that is one thing I wanted to show you: color, quality, texture, and fun items. Another thing that is a school supply that you might not have included before is a backpack. And that really, can you imagine going to school without something to put your books and school supplies in? It's really nice for them to be able to have a backpack. You can get a string backpack or the ones with the padded straps. Roll it up. It's amazing how much you can get in a shoebox, and including pencil pouches and backpacks. It's a very special item for a child. My third point is, do not think school supplies are boring. Did you know that many children pray for school supplies? Why do you think that is? I know if you've watched this channel for a while, you know that many children can't go to school unless they have school supplies. I know that it's been brought up that some schools or some countries provide their school notebooks so they don't need paper, but we don't know what countries those are or where our shoeboxes will end up. And extra paper is just great. Can you imagine if you had to go months, days, years, weeks without having paper on hand to use? Even as a student, using your school notebook that they provide, to have extra paper is really important and special. Exciting. Let's talk about the word exciting and what it represents, besides just the contents that the children will be so excited to see. Exciting because it represents potential to go to school, potential to learn to read, potential to learn to read the Bible. Can you imagine if they require the child to have school supplies before they go to school? Many children never learn how to read or write. This is a really important opportunity for them. Exciting that even, after they've gone to school and they've learned to read and they've received their education, they might be able to start a family and have a business that they start. The reason I was watching one of the YouTube videos of somebody who had received an education because of the school supplies that he received, and he was able to start a business. I mean, one thing after the other you're able to do if you get an education. That's exciting. Before I finish, I didn't want this to be a very long video, but I need to confess something to you, because maybe some of you have this thought in your mind, because I don't know why, and hopefully none of you have this in your mind. And I have confessed this to God, and it's really hard for me to even admit, but when I was younger, and I used to see videos, asking for money, commercials, when you're a kid and you're watching those commercials, and Vision, what's that charity? I can't think of it right now, but they were raising money for you to support a child, and then they would show the village, they would show the children, and they would want you to support them. And my heart would wrench for those children, but I would think to myself, it's probably too late, because look at how old they are. How can they go to school? How they are starving. They would show the starving children, which, that was heartbreaking. And I would think, it's too late, because they've been malnourished for so long, their brain probably can't even learn anymore. I don't know where those thoughts came from. Maybe from a teacher at school when I was little, maybe from neighbors. I'm not sure where those thoughts came from. But of course, now as an adult, I realize that was an opposite way to think, a wrong way of thinking, and that all the things that Operation Christmas Child does to bring light and life to these communities, and then to see the results of that many years later, is just proof positive that the things that we do, no matter what age a child is, no matter how impoverished they've been for so long, that of course there's potential there, exciting potential for them to accomplish great things in their life, for them to know the Lord, for them to start a business, raise a family. So if any of you have thought to yourself, I think if I send to the 10 to 14-year-olds, they're probably, if they haven't started school by now, then it's too late for them. Just get a new mindset. I feel very ashamed that I ever felt like that, or that I ever thought thoughts like that, even when I was young. That's just a prejudiced, terrible way to think. And instead, hopefully, this would inspire you to say to yourself, wow, I'm gonna send calculators, because they're gonna start school and they're gonna be boys and girls will be able to learn math, and they're gonna need this maybe calculator for their small business that they start. Let's just change the mindset about school supplies. And remember, they're not boring. They're so exciting, very special, and they're one of the most important things. Besides prayer and your note, I think school supplies come in a top 3, definitely, for how important they are to have in a shoebox. So thank you for watching all the way to the end. If you made it this far, let's pray for these children who will be receiving the school supplies, that the Lord would use them in a mighty way to make a difference in their town, in their community, in their school, with their friends and families, that they would really be able to impact the world because they're getting an education and they're able to learn about Jesus, read the Bible, and be completely transformed because of what God does in their life. Thanks for watching. God bless you, and bye for now.